Welcome to a main racing event 2 for tonight. 55 laps here. Cautions are on. They only have about 20 minutes of practice here. We've got about 7.5 minutes left, and we will be going to a 4-lap qualifying. So let's head on over and catch them practicing here a little bit.
I think that's part of the game. Yeah, I mean, part of the simulator.
Yeah, in the turns I get slightly lower than you, and that is dangerous.
Okay, I'll go down close to the yellow line in the corners then.
Jeffrey Creek joining us here.
Usually I'm the one that's doing that.
Seth Hellman in the number 98. Richard Losper in the number 74. Martin Porter in the number 83. Chris Kessler in the 01.
Now,
Adrian Kempa in the 73.
I have to let off slightly in the corners.
Yeah, let me give it a shot pushing you.
All right.
Jeffrey, you want to switch?
Yeah. You need to give it an option in this thing for like Sirius satellite radio on this track when you're driving by yourself.
How are you finding it?
Steadier. I feel completely comfortable pushing you, so we hook up, you know, whatever happens in the race.
Alrighty. Mr. Kessler up ahead, I presume. I'm going to go high as we come past. See how we do in the middle lane.
Switch in turn 1, Jeff. Copy.
Go ahead.
Okay, let's start the other way again. You go down.
Let's try the middle.
Okay.
I'm going to try my best to follow this white line.
Okay. I seem to overtake you slightly in the corners.
Yeah, I was noticing that when I was pushing you. I would get to your bumper, give you a shot, you would shoot away a little bit, I would get back to you. Then when we meet on the straightaways, we're even.
Can you guys help me on how to create a private channel?
I think it's add, then the number channel, then the number person. Or something along that line. You want to go up to the wall?
No, I don't like... I hate the wall.
Coming up on about a minute and 10 seconds of qualifying. Yeah, we'll be doing lone qualifying here tonight, so...
Chris Kessler, Pro Ticker.
I feel like we're pretty good in the middle.
Yeah.
I just gotta get used
Update
to running
trading
the
paints
middle.
here just before they go to qualifying here. Make sure that we've got
Yeah, most
everybody's
people
paint.
like to run the bottom.
We do have some pretty nice looking paint jobs out here
But
tonight,
you got
so
more chips.
I'll make sure I get everybody's paint. Seeing if I wouldn't have updated, I wouldn't have got, that's Josh Bate. He's got a beautiful paint job, man. I love that paint job. I wouldn't have got his paint job if I wouldn't have updated. So, they're going to qualify now. Be 4 laps of qualifying, and in the meantime we'll pay tribute to America by playing our national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gay
We thank them for that tribute to America, and yes, God bless America. Again, 55 laps here tonight at Talladega. Cautions are on. Hopefully we don't need them cautions. I'd like to see some good green flag racing here tonight. But Talladega has a very bad glitch where when you're pushing somebody, if you don't stay perfectly square on that bumper of the guy you're pushing, you can get hooked. So I hope we don't see any of that tonight. But it's highly likely that we will. These guys are racing for the win here tonight, trying to bring their trucks into victory lane. So let's go see how we're doing qualifying here. Seth Hellman on the pole at the moment here with a 52.168. That's a pretty good lap. I'm sure we've got some guys out here that may be able to beat that. And we do have 2 quick fixes. Cautions are on, and lap cars to the inside of the rest of the field if anybody goes a lap down and under caution. They don't give way bys. They don't clear black flags. They try to make it about as simple as you can possibly make it. So Brian Vandenheck taking the pole now with a 52.156. But again, they give 4 laps to qualify out here. So we're coming up on the halfway mark through the qualifying now. And we've got a new guy on the point here with Adrian Kempa with a 52.127 in the number 73. That's one heck of a lap right there. We've got a couple guys, late entries here. Christopher Bortolotti just joining. So we could wind up with a 12 or 13 car field here. So this would be great. This would be great racing. I hate to see an odd man out, though. I mean, you know, if everybody pairs up, you always want to look for a partner in a race like this here. Drafting very important here. If you don't have a drafting partner, you're not going to do very well. You've got to find a partner to stay up with the rest of the field. I believe they're only running 55% fuel. 55 laps, 55% fuel. So we'll probably see, I'm going to just take a guess and say about 3 pit stops. It's going to be at least 2. I think if you had 100% fuel, I believe you can get about, I think it's about 40 laps, but gosh, it's been too long since I can't remember now. So very tight field here. We got a lot of 52 ones here. 127, 130, 142, 156, 163, 169, 171, 173, 191, 2 191s there, 9th and 10th place tied. But then we've got a couple of 2s taking up the rear of the field here, but I don't believe they have qualified their 4 laps yet. Matt just joining here a minute ago. And I'm thinking Christopher Bortolotti may be out there right now trying to get his first lap in. And we've got a couple of non-qualifiers here. Doug Nettle has opted not to qualify to start in the rear of the field. He got kind of took out in that last race that we just ran, the 12-lapper there. It was the number 29 there, Josh Abate, kind of tapped him a little bit too hard in the rear there and sent him around. I don't believe that was intentional. These guys don't do anything intentional. They The only thing they intentionally do is go out here and run well and win. So, got William Wingate joining us. Good to see him back. Christopher Bortolotti finally turned a lap. So we do have 13 racers. I think we still have a couple of people that haven't turned any qualifying laps here. So Justin Prater has left. Sorry to hear that. I'd like to see Justin out there. Justin's a good racer. I've raced with him a couple times, and he's a good racer. So we're coming up on about a minute and a half left of qualifying here. Adrian Kemp on the pole at the moment. He's got guys all chasing us, trying to get some really good lap times out here. So we've got everybody in the ones now, 52 ones, except for Jason Mitchell, but I believe he's might still be out there qualifying, but I don't know. And of course, like I said, a couple of non-qualifiers. Doug Nettle has opted not to qualify. Coming down to about 15 seconds left of qualifying. And that concludes qualifying. So, and we're going to go down here on Adrian Kempa. He's our pole sitter, and he has joined us. So once everybody grids here, I'm going to give you a rundown of the field. Matt giving them some last minute instructions here, filling them in on everything that is the server is set up for. 55 laps, 55% fuel. Cautions are on, and lap cars start on the inside of cautions. So this should be a good race with 55% fuel. We're going to see a lot of green flag pit stops. I will try to cover as many as I can. Here by myself, it's kind of rough to cover everyone here. If a few of them pit together, that makes it great coverage then. So starting on the pole, Adrian Kempa in the number 73. In second place, Josh Abate on the outside of him in the number 29. Richard Losper starting in third place in the number 74. And on the outside row of him is the number 18 of Christopher Bortolotti. In fifth place is Brian Vandenheck in the number 37. Outside of him, number 98 of Seth Hellman. Seventh place is Chris Kessler in the 01. And on the outside of him is Martin Porter in the number 83. William Wingate in the number 57, starting in the 9th position. And on the outside of him, in the number 27 of Matt Brooks. In the 11th position, number 48 of Brian Wood. In 12th position, on the outside of him, is number 54 of Jeffrey Creek. And picking up the rear of the field, Jason Mitchell in the number 3. Doug Nettle rolling out on the field last. Lights are off on the pace car. And we will be going green flag this time by. Pace car's off. Green flag. '29 of Josh Bate trying to get that run on that high line here. Holding this low line very tight. Saying, no, you're not coming down here. 74 trying to suck up on the rear of Adrian here. Richard Rosberg getting a run here. Maybe they can teammate up and go for the checkered flag. Josh Bate got a partner now on the outside there, the number 18. Oh, we got a wreck. Oh my. Oh, we got a big one. Oh my, this is a big one. This is a big one. So we're going to go on board with Adrian here in the chopper view and try to slow it down and see if we can figure out what happened here. Looks like Josh Bate come down into the 73. And that taking out a bunch of them there. Josh Bate going up the hill and collecting Matt Brooks. And the number 83 of Martin Porter, and a bunch of them getting into it. The 3 getting a piece of it, the 51. Bunch of them wrecking here. 27 rolling down the back stretch. Holy smokes. Going for lap 2. Caution already. Wow, what a flip, Matt. Are you ever going to stop? Wow, that's pretty amazing. 83, he's still rolling and flipping, and holy smokes. I don't think he's ever going to stop. He just keeps right on a rolling. Jeez, oh man, is he going to land on his roof? And it looks like he does. Oh, and he's going to roll onto his side. So, and real slowly back on his wheels. Wow. So these guys in the pits now getting their car fixed up. Try to get back out there. Unfortunate already, you know, with the caution on lap 2. So let's see here. Got a lot of them coming down pit road now. Some of these got damage. Adrian Kempa has damage. He's gotten his truck fixed up. So going back up front here, looks like the 18 is going to prevail on this and come out the leader. So let's see if we can get a word in here with Josh Bate and see if we can find out what happened.
Josh and Chris, I probably should have stayed up high there with you.
Josh Bate, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
10-4.
Josh, can you walk us through what happened there? It looked like you might have come down on him a little bit. Is everything okay?
I was trusting my spotter a little bit too much. Thought I had a run on Adrian. Was just trying to get on the inside there, and obviously it didn't work out. I'd like to watch the replay when it's when the race is over, and you know, we'll see. You never know what happens.
Okay, buddy. Well, good luck out there. You guys take it easy, and like to see somebody bring it into victory circle. So there you have it. The spotter told him he thought he was clear, and kind of like it's a bad adage, but you never want to trust these spotters. You know, they're not there. They tell you it's okay, and they're looking from far distance, and you know, you can't tell. I mean, it could be a matter of an inch or two, you know. And we looked at it there from the chopper view, and it looked kind of like it was close, but it would have been a little bit too close, I believe. And he should have probably stayed high and stayed with his partner, not tried to come down. So, but they're back out here. We got a new leader up here, the number 18 of Christopher Bortolotti. And we're going to see how these guys can bring it home here. Richard Losper running into second place for the number 74. Seth Hellman in 98 in third. Brian Vandenheck in fourth. Chris Kessler in fifth. Brian Wood in sixth. Doug Nettle up there in seventh now. He started at the rear of the field. So good job by Doug. Matt Brooks, one lap down. He'll be starting on the inside. And the lights are off on the pace car now, so we'll be going back to green flag racing here in just a minute. Yeah, I know these guys, and I know they're much better racers than that. Just a misjudgment, bad call by his spotter. So, but it's all good. They'll get back out here and get their laps back. They'll be running good. The 27 and the 83 lap down cars. They must have had to tow. I would assume all the back flipping and flipping around that they did. Cars were halfway around the track when they could stop flipping and stuff. So here we go. We're going back to green flag racing here. Pace cars off. Matt going to try to get a jump on this field to get out there and get his lap back. Green flag. Christopher jumping right out there. Oh, we got some cars tapping in the back here. What the heck's going on back there? Green Tampa, number 3, kind of tangling a little bit there. Kind of checked up the back part of the field a little. These guys still dancing around back here. We've got a few of them that have stayed out. They've still got some damage on them. So number 8 and 73, they've still got damage on them. Also the 48, he's got quite a bit of damage on his truck too. So these guys staying out. Christopher's still pulling the lead here. Matt Brooks, lap down truck, pushing the daylights out of him. Matt, good pusher, man. Good racer. I'd like to have him pushing me. He's a good pusher, man. So Seth Hellman in the number 98, showing him in second place. Also, he's pushing a lap down truck of number 83 there. They're getting in on this outside, trying to go by him on this outside. So we'll see if these guys can make it to the outside. They're kind of leaving a little bit of an airspace in between these trucks to pull off. So Matt pushing the heck out of Christopher again here. You just got to be careful, Matt. You don't want to get hooked on that bumper, man. You're the one that won't come out of it good. You know that. You see that little smiley face on your tailgate? You get all wrinkled up there, buddy. That'll have a sad face on it. I don't want to see that. I already had that once already. Really kind of pulling out ahead here. Followed up by Martin Porter, which is a lap down. But second place, Seth Hellman. Third place, Richard Rosper, right on the bumper of Seth there. So, and Brian Vandenheck in fourth place. Back here in fifth place, following them up, Jason Mitchell and Jeffrey Creek. Them two hooked up and drafting well together. They need to catch up to the rear of that field. Doug Nettle running in the seventh place. Got a little damage on that truck, front and back. Eighth place, Chris Kessler pushing the heck out of him. They both got damage. And Adrian working on the outside, being pushed by Josh Abate there. Josh went in and got his truck fixed up. Used one of his resets. Let's get back up front here and see what's going on. Nothing really changed. Our leader here, Christopher Bortolotti, is pushing Matt Brooks now. Again, like I said, Matt Brooks being a lap down. So if the caution would come out right now, Matt would get his lap back. And, showing him at the tail end of the big lap. These two hooked up really well together here. 2.66 miles around this track, Talladega, Alabama. Great facility here. Trucks run really smooth here. Just to have a little bit of hooking glitch when you're pushing somebody, you can hook the rear bumper. There's the Goodyear blimp up there, watching the race. Maybe we could take a run up there and watch from the Goodyear blimp here. There he is, watching over the race. Christopher's still pushing Matt. He's probably going to have to breathe it here before long, or switch up, whichever. Looking back on the 83 there, and one of the other trucks one lap down, being pushed by Seth Hellman. Those two partnered up. 83 of Martin Porter. So these two switched up now, so Matt Brooks going to be pushing Christopher here for a little while now. See, Christopher's hands just steady as a rock, man. Just holding that yellow line. That's what you got to do when you got a teammate. You gotta hold a steady line. Doing quite well. Trying to get a little draft off of that lap car there that just been. I believe that was Adrian Kempa. We may be seeing some green flag pit stops here before long. No, Adrian Kempa's back there. I'm not sure who that was that was coming out of pit. Losper is still running in the third spot, being pushed by 37, Brian Vandenheck in fourth spot. So these guys are running really well together. They're hooked up, swapping when they need to. Adrian Kempa running in the 11th spot here. I believe that was him that coming off pit road. So. He pitted for whatever reason. Maybe he just had too much damage. I know he did have an awful lot of damage on it. And he must have figured he was just too slow to try to keep up with the field. So I figured he'd get his pits in now. The only issue he's going to have now is he's not going to have a teammate when it comes pitting time. The 3 and the 54 here. 3 of Jason Mitchell running in the 5th position, and Jeffrey Creek running in the 6th position. These two have been hooked up since the start of the race, so they're gonna go by Adrian, flying by him here in a minute. Maybe Adrian can get a little draft off of them. He can duck down low and he can get some draft off of them guys and pull up to him. Maybe not. He might have lost a little bit of momentum there. Chris Kessler here running in the 12th position. Being pushed by Josh Abate running in the 7th. So Doug Nettle, 8th position. Still got an awful lot of damage on that truck. He never got fixed up, but running all by himself. That's not good. Running very slow lap time there, 54.750. That's an awful slow lap time. Only hitting 175, and he needs to stop and get that thing fixed up. William Wingate had a connection issue there. He said his screen froze. He's back out there. He's taking up the tail end of the field, 13th position. I'm not sure how many laps he's down. He's only 1 lap down. So, and Brian Wood in 14th, 2 laps down. Not sure what happened there, why he got 2 laps down, but so we are starting to see a few pit stops here and there. These guys are coming out of pit road now, so we're starting to see a few pit stops here and there. So we're going to kind of try to watch here and see if our leaders come on pit road. See if the lap down car pits with them as a teammate, or maybe first and second will hook up. And second being Seth Hillman. Christopher and Seth could get hooked up, and 2 lap down cars could be together. But we'll see when they come down for pits here. And leader swapping up with his teammate, Matt Brooks. Looks like Seth got a run on the inside, being pushed by the lap down car here at 83. They've got a run on the inside. Not sure if they can hold it long enough to lead lap. Come down to coming to lap 19. So looks like new leader here, the number 98. 98 will lead that lap. And they're passing some of these lap cars here that have gotten damaged, haven't pitted to fix them up, coming out late, maybe don't have a dancing partner out there. So Seth Hellman, our new leader, being pushed by the lap down car of Martin Porter. And in second place now belongs to Christopher Bortolotti, being pushed by the lap down car of Matt Brooks. And they've got to run on the high side. The high side works very well if you can get a good run on it. And looks like they've got a very good run on it that time. Low line being the preferred line here, but if you can get a good run on that outside and make it stick, make it work, you got a good partner to give you a good push. Looks like they are going to clear them. So Christopher Bortolotti back out in the lead. And Seth Hellman now goes back to second in the number 98. Pushing the daylights out of him being a lap down truck, pushing the daylights out of our leader, Christopher Bortolotti. Christopher will lead that lap. Let's go around the track here and see what's going on. We got Josh Abate back here still pushing the 01 of Chris Kessler. Looks like Josh Abate coming on pit road now. See what kind of a strategy he's got here. If it's going to be a fuel only stop or if he's going to take 2 tires or 4 tires. Nice clean pit stop there. Looks like it's going to be fuel only. And he's away. So good job, Josh. Showing him in the 7th position, but I believe he may have lost a position or 2 on that, I'm sure. Don't look like it, but he is going to go a lap down. So we're going to go back up to our leader here, Christopher Bortolotti, and wondering when we're going to see him pit. Him and Matt really pulled away. Looks like our second place guy here of Seth Hellman has pitted. Him and his lap down partner there, Martin Porter, teaming up together. So they pitted together. So great job by these guys. Yeah, they will go a lap down. So our leader still has not pitted. Christopher Bortolotti here has not pitted yet. And next time by, I believe he's probably going to about put the whole field to lap down. Matt Brooks out in front. And it looks like Christopher has checked up just a little tiny bit here. Leader is pitting and Matt Brooks is pitting with him. So these two teaming up. And even though Matt's a lap down, he's still staying teamed up with Christopher. Very good job. Great job by these guys. Christopher and Matt both taking fuel only, and they're away. No speeding on pit road, no penalties, so good job by them. they get wound up and get back up to speed here. It'll take them about a lap, lap and a half. About a lap and a half to get back up to speed. Still showing Christopher as the leader, but not sure. I don't believe they've come to the stripe yet. So next time by should straighten out everybody where their position is. Yeah, showing Christopher in the third position now. So, second position being Brian Vandenheck, and first Richard Losper. So Richard out there leading the lap. Great job, man. Great job. And I don't know if they have pitted. I'm assuming they have, because according to the times here, they have pitted. So great job by these guys, man. I'm sorry I can't cover everybody's pit stop, guys. I try. So Richard Losper's still out in the lead there, being pushed by the 37, Brian Vandenheck, and Matt and our pass leader there, Christopher Bortolotti, looking to the outside. Those two been teamed up, well, ever since that first caution there. We're coming to lap 27. And they have cleared them for the lead now. So Christopher Bortolotti back out in first place. That puts Richard Losper in 74 there, second place. And 37 trailing right up behind him, his partner. So, Matt went high there. I think that was a switch. A switch for the pull the trucks down a little bit. But that afforded Richard Losper to get a heck of a run on that outside. Leader coming up on a lap down car here now, and this Matt hooking up with the lap down car. Chris Kessler. Oh, wow, that was close. Wow, Christopher, almost had a heart attack. Holy moly. Richard Losper there, 37 of Brian Vandenheck trying to get a run on that high side, but these three trucks working together on this low line, it's going to be a lot tougher for them to get by. Matt trying to get hooked up on the bumper here of our leader, and it looks like he does get it hooked up, but Richard Losper looking on that high side there, and he has so far completed the pass. Once they get past Chris Kessler there, they could probably drop it down to the low line. Richard Losper leading this lap again, so good job by Richard there. The 73 of Adrian Kempa, I'm showing him in 7th place. He's about to go a lap down. He's last one on the lead lap. These leaders catch him because he is out there by himself. And the leaders are coming fast. They're probably going to take him before he gets to the stripe, so he may go a lap down before they cross the stripe on this lap. They are reeling him in real fast. Adrian's staying high and letting the leaders go. And yeah, they are going to He got in before the start, so that'll put Adrian 1 lap down now. But he's still in 7th place. It's the place that counts, not the laps you are. Matt's still hooked up with Christopher Bortolotti here, and they're looking on the outside again, trying to take that lead away from Richard Losper. Running side by side. They've almost cleared him, man. They did. Good job by them guys. And come on down. And great racing. Great racing. It's back and forth for the lead. You know, lap cars mixed in with the lap down cars mixed in with the regular lap cars. I mean, this is mixed with some great racing. Josh Abate, showing him in the 6th position, last one on the lead lap, and the leaders are catching him here, and he'll probably go a lap down within the next lap or so here. So they're catching him real fast too. Matt trying to get a little bit of draft off of him if possible. Might be out there just a little bit too far yet to catch some of that. They're reeling him in real fast. And he does stay high for the leaders. Good job, Josh. Josh will go a lap down now. So not too many cars left on the lead lap. Showing about 6. Maybe 5. About 5 cars left on our trucks, left on the lead lap here. So Chris Kessler running in the 11th position back there all by himself, 1 lap down. William Wingate 2 laps down. He had some connection issues there. Jason Mitchell, looks like Jason has taken his truck behind the wall. Loaded it on the hauler and said, "Nah, I gotta go, guys. See you next race." So Christopher Bortolotti still our leader. These two hooked up and they've been hooked up since that first caution, man, and just rocking it. Matt hoping that there'd be a caution, he could get back on that lead lap, but as clean as these guys are racing and they're spread out around the track, I don't foresee that happening unless somebody gets hooked on the bumper, you know, that terrible glitch that we see all the time. Adrian Kempa coming out of pit road again. Stopping me, that could be his final pit stop, I'm not really sure. William Wingate still out there rolling around. Doug Nettle still running in the 9th place. Ryan Wood running in the 12th. Pushing the 54 of Jeffrey Creek. Jeffrey Creek running in the 5th position. So good job out there by Jeffrey. Martin Porter's still pushing Seth Hellman here. Seth Hellman now back to 4th. Josh Bate running there in the 7th position by himself, 1 lap down. First car lap down. Christopher Bortolotti's still in the lead. Next time by will be lap 36 out of 55. I'm sure we're going to see one more pit stop, so we're going to kind of stay on these leaders for a little bit here and stay focused on when they're going to be making their pit stops. These two here, we know they just pitted not long ago, but Matt Brooks being a lap down. Teamed up with our leader. So this could be a good thing for our leader. Bad thing for Matt. Richard Losper in second place. Brian Vandenheck in third. Seth Hellman in fourth. Jeffrey Creek in fifth. Matt Brooks in the sixth position. Josh Abate, seventh place. Martin Porter, eighth. Doug Nettle, ninth. Chris Kessler, 10th. Adrian Kempa, 11th. Brian Wood, 12th. William Wingate, 13th. And Jason Mitchell, which he took his truck behind the wall in the number 3 there. In the 14th position. See our leader switching up and Matt switching up now. That would have been a good time for Richard and his teammate there to switch up too. But they've got a heck of a run on this outside. They're looking to pass their leader now. If they can make it work. Did they have enough of a run? Run's going to stick. These guys, these two out front here really pushing. They're doing a great job switching when they need to when the trucks are overheating. Josh Bate coming out of the pits there. Showing him in the eighth place, one lap down. But maybe that could be, I don't know if he can make it the rest of the way or not, but back up here to our leaders. Looks like Christopher and Matt come unhooked there for a moment. I'm screaming high for some reason. Christopher trying to get hooked back on his bumper. Richard Losper just sucking right up on that drive. Him and his partner kind of separating just a little bit. Cool it off, I would imagine. And they passed the truck of William Wingate there to put him another lap down. William had issues there at the beginning of the race. He said his screen froze. Not good. Just thankfully he didn't take out anybody or wreck or anything. Matt going high and doing the old switch here. Try to maintain that lead. Richard Losper's going to have a heck of a run on them, and they're looking on the outside. Excuse me. But I don't believe they didn't have as good a run that time as they have in the past. So a good switch by the front two here. Should be seeing these front two here pitting here probably within the next 3 or 4 laps. Doug Nettle running back there in 11th position, 2 laps down, all by himself. 54, Jeffrey Creek still pushing the 48 of Brian Wood. Brian Wood being 2 laps down. Jeffrey Creek actually is at the tail end of the lead lap, so in the 5th place. So these guys really, some of these guys really struggling to get these things around here. Adrian Kempa 2 laps down in the 9th position. Josh Abate in the 8th position, 2 laps down. Martin Porter 1 lap down in the 7th position. Seth Hellman now running in the fourth position back here. They kind of lost the draft of that front pack. William Wingate has moved up to the 12th position now. So back up here to the leaders. 37 running with a little bit of nose damage there. Not sure how he incurred that, but trying to hold on to the back bumper there of Richard Losper. Probably see them two put together, I'm sure. These guys doing real well out here pitting together with your teammate, regardless if they're a lap down or not, or a lap behind you. So we're seeing Richard Losper in the 74 and 37 coming down pit road here, making hopefully their final pit stop. 42 laps. I'm sure they can make it the rest of the way on fuel now. Getting their resets. No damage when they come out of the pits now. Seth Hellman now on pit road. A bunch of them coming on pit road now. Our leader's still out here running, putting the rest of the field a lap down. Probably saving fuel drafting like that, so these two should be pitting here soon. I don't think they were out of cycle too awful much, so I got to stay on these two and see when they're going to be pitting. Down pit road now. Good job by these guys here, man. And this is going to be a fuel only stop, I'm sure. 27 and our leader, the 18. Matt's away, got his full tank of fuel. The 18, he's got his full tank of fuel, and away they go. So these two running together here has put Christopher Bortolotti out in the lead by quite a little bit. Time enough to afford them to pit stop, and not sure if that's going to maintain their lead or not until they cross the stripe, but these two running so well together. Man, they're just like on a rail tonight. As we've seen, probably everybody has made their final pit stop now, so this is going to be a blow-away race here, not sure. Let's see as Christopher comes to the stripe this time. And he does maintain the lead, so good job by these two, man. Brian Vandeneck in the 37, he's 18 seconds behind them in the second place, so 11 seconds back, sorry. These guys here all kind of getting hooked up together. Brian, second place car, running with a couple of lap down trucks here. We got William Wingate and Doug Nettle, a couple laps down. The 83 and the 98 still hooked up together as teammates. Seth Hellman there hooked up with Martin Porter. Doing a great job out there. You know, for the position that they're maintaining, they're doing a great job. Richard Losper out there in the fourth place, but no teammate. Oh man, Richard, you need a teammate buddy. Adrian Kempa and Joshua Bate hooked up together here. Joshua Bate running, well, these two running together. This is pole position. They're both 1 lap down, so these two hooking up together, this could prove interesting at the end. Christopher Bortolotti's still leading. We've got 48 laps in the book now. 7 laps to go. So these guys are really racing really well together tonight. I'm impressed, guys. Adrian dumping off Richard there. Richard, that is for position there. Richard trying to maintain his position. It doesn't seem like anybody wants to hook up with him. They do have their teammates out here. I don't remember who Richard's teammate was before they made their green flag pit stops, but if Adrian could get hooked up with him, that would be great, man. It would be some good racing. Richard running in 5th spot. Jeffrey Creeknell passed him, though, with his partner there, and that was 4th position. They passed Richard Boston. So Jeffrey Creeknell running in the 4th position. Order in the 7th. Seth Hellman running in the 3rd spot there. So good job by Seth. Brian Vandenheck hooked up with William Wingate. Brian running in the 2nd position here with a lap down truck. They said they've all made their final pit stop, so this is going to be just all racing now. Our leader's still out front here, Christopher Bortolotti, running with the lap down truck of Matt Brooks, showing the way. Bringing it home, bringing her to victory lane. They've on lap 51 now, coming to lap 52 out of 55. Matt out there ahead of him, just praying for a caution, because he is the tail end of the lead lap right now, being just ahead of the leader. So, I mean, he's not gone down any more than 1 lap, because working with the leader like that. So, just praying for a caution, but don't look like we're going to get a caution. We had 1 caution at the beginning of the race, and a few vehicles, they've all gotten them fixed and got back out there. A couple drivers did take it behind the wall early on. Those being Jason Mitchell, and I don't believe Chris Kessler is out there anymore. No, he's not. William Wingate's still running. So we've got 2 trucks taken behind the wall tonight, Chris Kessler and Jason Mitchell. So the leader coming to lap 54. So 2 laps to go after they cross the stripe. And it's 14 seconds back to Brian Vandenheck in the 2nd position. And 3rd position, 22 seconds back, Seth Hellman. So quite a ways back these guys are. The only thing that could possibly happen now bad would be if, gosh, I wouldn't wish this on anybody, but if something happened to Christopher in the lead there, we could get a new leader, but I don't foresee that happening. These two have been working together for, oh my gosh, about probably close to 50 laps now. 45 to 50. Green flag pit stops together and all. And Matt Brooks actually in the 6th position, first car lap. And they're coming to the stripe this time here. We'll be getting the white flag. 1 lap to go, guys. 1 lap. Matt going to back off of him and let him go. He can cruise to the victory by himself. He doesn't need any help now. Christopher Bortolotti passing this time by right here for the win. Good job, Christopher. Nice win, buddy. Nice win. Wow, what a win. Brian Vandenheck coming in 2nd place. Seth Hellman in 3rd. Some of these guys haven't crossed the finish line yet. Jeffrey Creek coming to the finish line here. Richard Losberg coming to the finish line 5th place. Matt Brooks will cross the finish line. He has yet to cross the finish line. So once he crosses the finish line, he'll come home 6th place. Tail end of the lead lap. So good job by Matt. Martin Porter coming home 7th. Josh Abate 8th. Brian Wood 9th. Doug Nettle 10th. Adrian Kempa 11th. William Wingate 12th. Chris Kessler 13th. And Jason Mitchell rounding out the field in 14th position. So we're going to go up here and see if we can get a word in with Christopher.
There. Just went to 56 miles an hour instead of 55, and that was it.
Yeah, I was doing 56 the whole way around, the whole way down the pits. At one point, I was doing 62 when we ended.
All right, guys. Rudy usually comes on here in a second, and he talks to the 1st through 3rd. So if you wouldn't mind sticking around for just a minute, he'll do a little race recap. But good win, 18. Man, sorry guys, it gets kind of boring out there, especially if you're by yourself, which is, we'll just call it the Doug curse, because every dang race, it seems like it happens to him and a couple other guys. I don't know what to do to make the racing better, though, to be honest with you. I figured the lap on the inside maybe would help, or, I don't know, competition caution. It's just, I don't know. I feel like if it's pack racing, then there's usually a big caution. Who knows?
I think the racing's pretty good. It's us who has a strategy.
It's give and take, though. You know, it's like big pack racing. You put a bunch of quick repairs on there, and everybody gets out there, and then you usually spend a quarter of the race pacing. But I don't know what to say. That's kind of boring for everybody, and then if you don't
If you have it set up this way, then it's boring for 2 or 3 guys, it seems like. I don't know. The good thing is it's only a 4-week season. We can change stuff. So next season we'll be doing Charlotte and these 2 tracks. So maybe the Charlotte race will make it a little more exciting. But I'll hand it over to Rudy. He's probably going to talk to the winner, 18. So good job, guys. Thanks for coming and racing.
Thank you, man. Without your help, wouldn't make it. So thank you again.
Christopher Bortolotti, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You have a copy, sir?
Yeah, I copy, Rudy.
Hey, great win out there tonight, man. Matt just pushed the daylights out of you that for what, I don't know, about pretty close to 50 laps, man. You two switching up. What a partner. Probably anybody out here would just love to have him pushing them. He's a great teammate to have pushing. But congratulations on your win, buddy. And you got anything, anybody you'd like to thank out there?
Yeah, as I said, without Matt that pushed me all entire race, I wouldn't make it after that big one. He just pushed me an entire race, and he was a good partner, and I thank him for that, man. And thank you guys, and if you watch it, and see you guys in the next race.
Okay, thank you, Christopher, and great job out there running tonight, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, Rod.
Brian Vandeheck, you got a copy? This is Rudy Cummings in the booth.
Yeah, I got a copy, Rudy.
Great job out there, Brian. Man, I was watching you were back and forth, up and down in the scoring and stuff, and way to bring it home second place, man. You had some help from a lap down truck there, 57 at William Wingate. You two hooked up, and you seemed to run real well together after you lost your partner early on. But great job, and congratulations on your second place finish.
And thank you very much. It was fun.
Well, do you got anybody you'd like to thank out there?
Richard Master, he pretty much helped me through the whole race. I was pushing him for probably 90% of the race, so he had that speeding penalty, but he's the one that kept me in there, and that's why I had to come up with William. And William did a good job, too, so I'll thank William for keeping me in second.
Well, great job, and congratulations again, buddy. Seth Hellman, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
Gotcha, Rudy.
Seth, great run, man. You were up there for quite a while, battling for the lead, swapping back and forth, and you and the 83 just hooked up and ran so well together. You pitted together, you come out of pits, you waited for each other, and got rehooked up. And what a race, man. That was great finish, and congratulations on your third place finish, buddy.
Thank you, Rudy. Definitely have to thank Martin Porter for sticking with me the whole race. I wouldn't have been able to keep up there without him. It was a good race. We always seem to find each other on these super speedways, and it works out well.
Yes, sir. And you got anybody you'd like to thank, sir?
Other than Martin for helping me out with that race. It was a good one.
Okay, buddy. Well, congratulations again on your third place finish.
Thank you, Rudy, and thank you for everything you do.
You're very welcome. I enjoy it. So there you have it. Guys coming home first, second, and third. Interviewed those. Christopher Bortolotti taking the win. And that'll wrap it up for this race. And we will see you tomorrow night. They are going to be running a race, I believe, at Charlotte in the trucks. And after that, I believe a Gen 6 somewhere. I'm not sure. So we will see you then. And that'll wrap it up for A-Main Racing for tonight. They ran 55 laps at Talladega. 1 caution. And the winner, Christopher Bortolotti.